The real reason why movie trailers spoil the entire plot of the film is very intentional and way more fascinating than you think. I feel like every couple of years this complaint resurfaces where people say that movie trailers are suddenly spoiling the entire film and that there's no reason to go see it after you've watched it, as if it's this new phenomenon that's constantly happening. It's actually a specific legal reason. See, movie trailers are legally considered marketing, so they're subject to all the same laws that other types of marketing are, including false advertising. So if, say, a stain removal brand can't actually get the stains out of your clothes, you could sue them for false advertising and be legally entitled to a lot of money. And the movie itself is considered the product that is being marketed. But unlike a stain removal product where the results are very literal and concrete, the promises that a movie trailer make are a little bit more vague and in a gray area, and also subject to artistic license. For instance, the 2001 movie Donnie Darko starring Jake Gyllenhaal was a mind-bending psychological thriller about time travel and string theory and determinism. And when it came out in theaters, it initially completely flopped. And so when it was later released on DVD, they put out a new trailer for it where they recut it to kind of make it seem like it was a horror movie, and because of this recut trailer that kind of reframed the whole thing to be a little bit misleading, the movie did very well on home video. But whereas in that situation it worked out very well, this can actually get the studio in a lot of trouble legally. Studios open themselves up to a lot of legal liability if anybody feels like the trailer for a film misrepresents it in a misleading way that causes them to spend money on something that they didn't want to see. And throughout history, many people have attempted to sue studios for this exact thing. In fact, there was a very high-profile example of this in 2019 where a viewer sued Universal Pictures because the trailer for a movie called Yesterday showed that Ana de Armas was in it, but then she was ultimately cut from the film, and he was very disappointed when he went and saw it in theaters. And though the case did eventually settle out of court, the judge did initially rule that the trailer could constitute false advertising because they eventually removed one of the characters from the film. And this was seen as a massive change to legal precedent that's still referenced to this day. And because of these threats of lawsuits, movie studios largely are very scared about any kind of legal liability for misrepresenting their films, and so they go out of their way to make sure that the trailers just explain the whole plot of the film in a very clear way so that they don't get sued. And every year as more and more lawsuits roll in, they just get more and more overt about over-explaining the plot of the film in the trailer. So there you have it. Once again, annoying Karens have ruined something for everybody.